Hello, my name is Alex Van Gils. Welcome to this guided meditation practice from the weekly Dharma gathering. Some of you may be coming after viewing my friend Adriana DeFazio's introduction to meditation, which you can also find on our website. This session of meditation is also a good introduction, but we will be practicing together for a little while longer. I'll start with some basic meditation instruction, which we can hear over and over again, no matter how long we've been practicing meditation. And then we will sit together in silence, and as we practice, I'll bring back some reminders and encouragement throughout. Please promise me that you will actually meditate along with me. Otherwise, this is just a video of me doing nothing for 20 minutes. So we'll be practicing a meditation technique called Shamatha, or calm abiding meditation. And we'll be practicing it as it is taught in the Shambhala tradition. This meditation technique is based on the idea that in our being, we have everything that we need to be sane and to be well, to be whole, and that we can access that fundamental sanity, peace, a basic goodness through sitting down, slowing down, and just being and feeling. So our meditation practice, and in particular the posture of meditation and the technique of being mindful and aware, helps us to just be. So we can start with the posture, which is the real starting point of the practice. In the posture, we want to sit in a way that is comfortable, but comfortable in a way that allows us to be awake. So if we're sitting on the couch and we're comfortable, if we're sitting cross-legged on the bed, which is what I do a lot, we might be comfortable, but we also might be falling asleep or easily distracted by Instagram or anything, Reddit. So the posture is grounded on the earth. If you're sitting on a cushion, your legs can be crossed loosely in front of you, with your knees a little bit below your hips, so your legs are sloping downward slightly. If you're sitting on a chair, you can sit so that your feet are flat on the ground. Your knees are at about a 90-degree angle. But your back isn't against the back of the chair. Let your back actually be held up under its own power. The idea of this base part of the posture is to ground us. We want to feel connected to the earth, supported and held up by the earth. From this base of our posture, now we start to feel how our spine, our back is straight. But not so straight that there's not a natural curve to the spine. One of the images that I was taught is imagine that the vertebra on your spine are like little coins, golden coins, that are gently stacked on top of each other. This means that it's upright, but it's not rigid. It allows for the kind of natural curvature of the spine. So you can see I'm not slouching down, but I'm also not super rigid. Just upright and alert. The chest should feel open. One of the best ways to do that is to feel where our collarbones, our shoulders are. I like to take my hands, let them, you can't see it in the video, but I'm letting my hands completely fall to the side of my body. And then I'm bending at the elbows and letting my hands fall onto my thighs. You might feel like with your hands here, your collarbone is open, your shoulders are naturally kind of back. So now there's a feeling that there's an alert, awake, but relaxed back with a very open, kind of forward-facing chest. So these are aspects of the posture, but also expressions of this basic being, the grounding of the lower part of our body, support of the earth, the upright, awake back, relaxed with a natural curve, an open, vulnerable chest area. So our spine actually doesn't end at the neck. It actually extends a little bit into our head. And we can kind of visualize that upright and relaxed spine is continuing up and is holding our head up. To take the pressure off of the head, we don't want to be using our muscles to hold the head up. We can just gently tuck our chin just a little bit until you feel that your head is actually balanced. Then you can imagine that there's like a string. It's coming from the crown of your head and it's attached to the ceiling. And it's allowing your head and your neck, your spine, your whole body to kind of be upright but relaxed, like it's being suspended from the ceiling. Your mouth can be softly open, and you can let your tongue just gently rest behind the front teeth against the roof of your mouth. All of this is to create an awake, alert, gentle, comfortable posture for your body, where nothing is being overly strained. Finally, your eyes are open in this meditation technique, and your gaze is falling about middle distance between maybe 5 to 6 feet in front of you, a couple of meters. So we've already spent several minutes just getting into the posture. And it's okay to spend a while setting the posture correctly. In fact, as we're getting into the proper posture, we're also tuning into our body in order to do so. So we're setting our posture, and that's bringing us into the present moment with our body. So the meditation has actually already begun. And any time during the meditation, if we find ourselves wandering, losing focus, or just feeling uncomfortable or fidgety, we can reset, find the ground of the lower part of our body, the support of the earth, the upright, relaxed back, the open front, the slightly tucked chin, the gently open mouth, and allow our eyes to have a soft gaze. So now that we're in the posture, we continue to feel the body. And when we feel our body, we feel it with a gentle inquisitiveness. What are we feeling today? And anything that we feel is accepted in this practice. Whether we're feeling totally blissed out, or totally anxious, totally distracted, totally nauseous, or just a general, subtle nothing. Whatever we feel, we just feel it. And we can actually ask ourselves, what are we feeling and where? In doing this, we are becoming in sync with ourselves. And as we feel the body, we can particularly feel that this body is breathing. In this practice, the breath is important. It is called the object of our meditation. The breath is a friend that we can rely on as long as this body is alive, this body is breathing. So when we say we take the breath as an object of meditation, it means that primarily we are sitting here in this posture and feeling the body breathing. you can follow the breath as it comes in through the world, moves through your body, and goes out into the world. This isn't the concept of the breath, it's the actual feeling your living body doing what it naturally does, expanding through the chest and back, filling up with air. And that air flowing out through the nostrils, back into the room. Already, as we've been practicing together, you may have become distracted, started thinking about something else, maybe just zoned out a little bit. My voice has been somewhat soft and with the same tone, with a lot of space. So you may not have heard the last few things that I said. Or maybe you move away in your mind during a session of silence between the instruction. This is all part of the practice. The mind moves just like the body breathes. This is natural, and it's an aspect of what our mind does. All we have to do is notice that the mind has moved, that a thought has taken us away from the feeling of the body breathing. And in that moment of noticing, being aware, we just return to the feeling of the body breathing. These distractions are not a break or a disruption to the meditation practice. They are a part of the meditation practice. So we notice and we come back to the feeling of the body breathing. I'm going to ring a bell, and as the sound of that bell fades, we can do this practice together in silence for a few minutes. We sit in this comfortable but awake posture. We feel the body breathing. And when we wander off, we notice and come back to the feeling of the body breathing. So, as we prepare to close our formal meditation practice, we can just feel how our body feels now. Again, with just a gentle curiosity. Do we feel different than when we first sat down? And we can do this practice anytime, every day. I often forget just how accessible this resource is, that actually I can just sit down, feel my body breathing, and return to this feeling. And in so doing, connect to what it is to just be a human being without so much complexity. So thank you for doing this meditation practice. I think it's good for the person doing it, and also every person that person interacts with, and so our whole society. So on behalf of human society, thank you for meditating. Please come back to weekly Dharma gathering throughout December. We'll have more guided meditation from our team. And come back in January when we'll have more of our live Dharma gatherings with teachings from some really wonderful teachers. Thank you. Have a wonderful rest of your day.